Yo, what up? What up? We are back.
Mary Jane.
Yeah, with the Silver Screen breakdowns. I'm
Hello,
Alex.
everybody.
We got Scott in the building.
I am Scott.
And we got Nelson in the house who's going to be coming on with us regularly. What up, Nelson?
Yeah, hey, guys. My apologies for the late entrance here, and apologies
man.
Well, you know, so
we were just actually listen. I got to tell everybody why we were late. All right, we were having a serious discussion with Nelson. He told us I ain't eating, B.
I just had a ribeye steak too.
We had to square it out, but now he got the ribeye steak. Best steak known to man, bar none, by the way.
I was wondering about that. I was like, what's the big deal about these ribeyes? This ribeyes that. Then
it's the fat, man.
Oh, it's the fat, yeah.
It's so good. Tasting fat. You get the good gristle on it. You know what I mean? Is that what they call it? Gristle? Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
you know, where you kind of char the fat a little bit, and you just get that.
Yeah, grizzle, caramel.
Right, caramel. There you go. Caramelize. I'm a big fan of caramelizing things.
Those onions, especially.
Oh, right. I was just about to say, bro, caramelized and onions go hand in hand. You know what I mean?
Everyone who's in the chat right now, go ahead and leave a comment in there. We'll get you guys shouted out as we're getting the show kicked off.
Leave a comment.
Football.
And we got Crispy. He's over on the Silver Screen Breakdowns channel. He said, "What up, Crispy?"
Hey.
Yeah. Song's watching us on Facebook. What up,
Song you? Yo to you too, Song. Yeah,
what
man.
Up, Song?
What time is it over there? Oh, he's where? He's
in the West Coast.
No, he's in California. Yeah.
Oh, he's in California. Okay.
Yeah. Antonio said, "Dude, my grandma drank all my pot." One of the classic quotes.
I could hear my hair growing.
There's some classic lines in that one, man. I was rolling.
Well, we're gonna shout out, you know, some of the actors and stuff who are in the movie itself. But I really want to get Nelson's first impression on the movie because he's never seen it until now.
Oh, first of all, when you said, "Yeah, we do a review on Grandma's Boy," already just the title got me. Grandma's Boy. Okay, Adam Sandler. Oh, okay, here we go. You know what? I'll say this first to sum it up. It's like a mix of 16 Candles, Risky Business meets Adam Sandler's humor. That's my summary.
That's the elevator Hollywood pitch. I like it.
You know, I ain't gonna lie.
That's why it's hilarious. And also, I'm telling you, they did an amazing job with the ambiance when he went to his grandma's house.
Yeah,
like with the cookies, the baking. It's like it looked like
got a microwave.
My grandmother's house. You know,
motherfuckers don't even got a microwave, huh?
No, didn't even have a microwave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey,
even from like the big grandfather clocks too. I mean, it's only at grandma's house you see those.
And how?
Oh yeah,
when she played the trick on him.
Oh, that was messed up. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Actually, and that's true. That clock going off in the morning. My grandparents had the same thing. There was a clock up on the mantle above the fireplace.
Yeah.
They would go every hour. You know, go twice for 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
They don't have those
So one of my best friends growing up, he had one of them grandfather clocks, right? And this shit, once we went to daylight savings time, that motherfucker was off. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you have to
because they never touched that joint. You have to wait till the whole nother year to get it back on time. You know what I mean? That motherfucker's going off ding dong dong. You're like, oh shit, yeah.
You're trying to sleep, right?
I'm an hour early. You know what I mean? You start rushing to work. You're like, damn it, I'm early.
Hey, Mike Joseph said, "What up, homies? I got both streams up. You the man." Yeah. Hey, check out Emil. Greetings from Toronto.
Hey, it's my old stomping ground. I lived there for 7 years.
There you go.
Hey, I forget what comedian said it, but he was like, you know, Toronto's great. You know, it's like America backwards. Like you be in New York, you'd be like, hey, get the fuck out of the way. And then you go to Canada, it's like, get the fuck out of the way, eh? You know what I mean?
Well, please shut up. Please shut up.
They're more polite, huh, in Canada?
Yeah, they are.
Do they really say "a" all the time like that?
They do. That's true. That's not a fabrication.
Oh, that's tight.
I kicked the habit. I
Okay, let
think
me
I
ask
have
you-
it, but I do hear. Yeah, they do say that. Not every Canadian, but a lot of them do.
Okay,
Probably
I
most.
got a serious question real quick before we get into the movie. Did you have to get used to, did you used to speak in the oots?
Yeah.
Okay, like, what's that about? And hey, you know, we gotta get him out. We gotta get him out. Yeah, I
Real,
think it's
folks.
awesome.
It's very real, man. It varies. Like I'm from Nova Scotia
Were you
originally.
sorry or were you sorry?
Yes, all right.
Hey, shout out to Marty.
Here's
I don't
36
fuck that.
I don't fuck that. Is that my brother? No, that's not my brother, Marty.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you know my brother. No, is that my
What
brother
up,
Marty? Because I know there's
Marty?
another
Yeah.
Marty in the chat.
Yeah.
We got a Minnesota Marty and we got your brother Marty.
That's
Yeah.
my brother Marty. 'Cause I've
Canada
never seen
Marty
his
or Beamer
avatar.
Cleaner Marty, because he's Beamer Cleaner on Twitter, so that's how I remember him.
Yeah, he's Beamer Cleaner. But that avatar he's got, I've never noticed that. It looks like a
Yeah.
face, but it's a car.
Yeah,
It's a BMW.
I think it's a
It's a
Beamer.
Beamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a menacing face. So Marty, yeah, you're tough now. Look at that. He's looking scary looking off that. But yeah, also depends on like what part of Canada. You have different accents, the East Coast, but even like here, there's a wider range of accents out east than there is in the West. In the West, almost everyone sounds pretty similar, right? But I found when I moved to Toronto, I lived a lot of time in Western Canada. I was born in Nova Scotia, so there's a whole different accents going on in everybody. I found that the tight out and about, I found it was like Ontario more so than anywhere else.
Oot and a boot.
Yeah. But I also, for my acting, I took speech lessons and stuff and how to speak with a non-regional accent. You want a standard American accent, and I was doing mostly American shows, so I had to kick that habit, folks. Kicked it, man.
You know what's crazy is I remember when I started like venturing off out of California, right? And then they would be like, "You talk proper." Word.
Yeah.
I was like, word.
Me?
You know what I mean?
Hey, you're talking proper, folks? Come on, man.
It was like, you talk proper. Like, I mean, this was like, when I was in Atlanta, that, you know what I mean? Even when I was in Houston, there was like, you know what I mean? Those are the Florida too. Florida, especially, actually, now that I think about it. Florida was crazy because he'd be like, I remember this dude was like, what's your ethnicity? And I said,
Oh, yeah.
Marty, we'll catch you on the replay.
all right, Marty. But I was like, I'm Filipino. And then the dude goes, you know karate? And I started dying.
You thought you were Chinese or something?
I mean, I don't know. He was just generalizing. You know what I mean? I guess that was like his knowledge.
I guess I'm generalizing too, saying I'm not Chinese. They all do.
You know
that.
what I
You
mean?
should have
Hey,
been going to
I thought
Ernie
it was
Reyes
funny.
Junior and Senior school out there is what you should have been doing.
I mean, shit. I would have been. They would have been like, "Yo, that Mexican dude in our class, he's bad." No, he's Filipino, bro. For real.
I met some Filipinos and I thought they were Latinos, and they're not.
Yeah.
I get some mixed up sometimes.
I mean, I get that. I've been getting it all my life. They call us mestizo. So that means, you know what I'm saying? Because, we got a lot of Spanish integrated into our culture, our language, everything. All the way down to my name, and even just I don't have the regular traits as a Filipino, but my Spanish heritage in my blood is hella stands out. You know what I mean?
But there is a mix
shout
of
out to
Spanish and
Gemmo the
Filipino.
icon.
What up, icon?
Nemo, the icon. Hey, man.
Hey, Nelson, that's the guy right there. He's always watching over me. It's my guy. It's my
That's
Gemmo
who?
the icon.
Oh, okay. Hey, Jimmo.
Yeah. He got his show is awesome too. We got to get you on there. He loves talking to interesting people. You know what I mean?
Let's do it. Come on, Jimmo.
Yeah, Gemmo. Go watch Paid in Full. He's one of the actors in Paid in Full. Because that I know that might not seem like, I hate that we're always reference that, but it's just like we love you because of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, and
like,
I'm not gonna hate
like,
you
we
for
love that movie.
that.
It didn't
I
matter.
love it too.
Dennis, Ignorant Thinkers podcast in the
Hey,
house.
Dennis.
What up?
Oh, okay, Dennis. We gotta.
Oxymoron, huh? Ignorant.
I forgot to and listen. And their show is so brilliant. That's what's dope about it. Hey, Dennis, listen, bruh. Gotta get you on, bruh. Eagles, Niners, bruh. Just like we said it was gonna be before the year started.
Let's go.
Remember that?
Oh, Dennis.
And of course I said it because I would say that with every team. You know what I mean? No, yeah, Niners and Eagles, bro. I called that one.
Hey, shout out.
When,
to
when did you call that? At the beginning of the year, for
At the
real?
beginning of the year. And with the
Oh.
way our year went, you would have never thought we would have got here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Eagles. It was more likely until CMC happens, and man, the rest is history.
I mean, and then now we got the Brock. The Brock says the Eagles better know their role. I had to say.
All right, let's jump into the movie, and a lot of the actors we don't really know, but they're not really. We know from the Adam Sandler movies, but we don't really know their names. But Alan Covert, that's the character Alex. What's so funny is Dante. That's Peter Dante. That's his real name. So they're just like, fuck it, we'll just call you Dante, and that'll be your name in the movie.
And I don't know if we've ever revealed this because we were contractually obligated to swear mum. But now we're not under contract no more. So listen, Adam Sandler consulted us while writing this movie. It's loosely based on Alex the Hustler, the main character. And the character of Dante is actually based on me.
What?
I mean,
Based on you, huh?
yeah. I said it. Gotta be true.
Some other ones, Nick Swardson, who it's funny, I heard him talk about this multiple times on different podcasts. Like when they got this script, it was like a love story. Like when it got to Nick Swardson's hands, he changed it pretty much into the movie that we see right now. I mean, Adam Sandler had a little bit of, the ties in it, but a lot of Nick Swardson is all over this movie. And that's why he's one of the main characters. Hella goofy.
Was this the first movie? Was this the first movie from Happy Madison? No, right? Like Spanglish. Was Spanglish Happy?
Nah, there was other ones before this. I think we're getting a little bit of echo on your side, Bogey.
Really?
I think so.
Okay, how about now?
Hopefully not on mine.
Yeah, we'll see here soon. Let's see. How about this?
I can hear it too, so that means it's not coming from my end.
Okay, so it might be a little bit. Yeah, it might be a little bit on Nelson.
Okay,
on mine?
Yeah, maybe if you can turn down your speaker a tiny bit.
Turn down my speaker?
Yeah, or it could be maybe turning the knob down a tiny little bit on the scarf.
I would say if you turn your speaker down, that might be the thing, because then your audio is cool. But even if you just turn your mic, it should be a little bit.
It's picking up us in the background, is what it's picking up.
Yeah,
God, Antonio said you better not say I'm Nick Swardson. Antonio, I bet you could rock the corduroys. Like,
hey, listen,
like
bro, corduroy is fresh. Come on. See, here's the thing: it's not in, so no one makes things in the corduroy, bro. But if you see a corduroy jacket or something, that's
how's that,
fine,
guy?
bro.
I think we're good. I think we're good
I'll
now.
turn it down a bit.
Yeah. And here we go. Let's get through the couple of the actors first. So we had Nick Swardson, Kevin Nielsen, Nealon. Yeah, right. Oh man.
You used to work out at my gym, actually. Oh, not my
Yeah.
gym, but the same gym I would go to.
If you didn't say, if you would have said your gym, we would have ran with it.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, I'll remember that next time, folks.
How about Jonah Hill? And like when I think
I
like
always
one of his
make
first
outlandish
roles.
claims.
Can you support those
Did you
claims?
guys? I invented sliced bread. I mean, listen, sandwiches, that was my cousin's idea. I was me who said we should slice this bread, bro.
So
He's
how
like,
about
what?
Jonah Hill in one of his first roles ever? Almost can't even recognize him compared to now.
Sucking on a big old boob.
Yeah, because he lost a lot of weight now, I think, right?
Yeah.
Compared to what he was.
But you
Yeah,
can't
definitely.
lose weight in bones.
No,
Yeah,
you
for
have the
big
same
bone, you're
bone
big
density,
bone.
right?
Yeah. Unless you go to space. Then when you're in space, naturally you lose your bone density. He's clearly on Earth. So yeah, maybe he went vegan. You know what I mean? You never know.
Folks, that's some ignorant thinking. You're on the wrong podcast, man. Now I see what ignorant thinkers all
That's just
about.
like my
now.
regular
Okay.
thinking, bro. I bet you there's 10 people in the chat right now that didn't know if you're in space, you lose density in your bones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's ignorant thinking. You're good.
You
man.
know what I mean? You know, I get high all the time and I be spaced out. And sometimes I feel like I'm losing weight, bro, or bone density.
Now let's jump into the movie itself. And I love the opening credits, how they got like, what the hell is that video game? I can't remember it, but like Galactica or whatever. That's almost what it is, right? With the shooting, it's like shooting through all the credits and all that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Real-
yes, Galactica shit. You know what I
There
mean?
you go. Classic video game stuff. And of course, it starts with them playing, what is that? Them playing Fight Night in their spot in LA. and smoking, of course. And they don't even know the character's name, Alex's roommate, because he's only there for a couple seconds, of it. But man, what a dirtbag! Unplugs while he's about to take a bong hit, unplugs the controller just so he can fuck him up. Then ends up making him spill the bong and everything. Just all bad to start it off.
Hey, listen, bro.
I love the bong throw too by Schneider.
Yeah.
Yep.
Schneider's
That's
cameo.
where I got from that's where I got that from Risky Business, right? Remember the egg, the crystal egg? He's no, in slow motion. For the bomb, but he did the opposite. He just threw it. Boom. Threw it out. But total Risky Business there.
Hey, Risky Business is like how I would dress every day if I was rich. Just drawers, tube socks, a button up, and stunners on. Stunners is sunglasses for those that don't know.
And Chase said, "Yeah, you should never throw a bong, kid." Yeah.
It shattered, dude. They just break it shattered. That's a good throw.
And how about the other cameo? How about the other cameo that we get in this scene? Kevin Nash. The muscle. He's not even ready to clean up anything. They just know he's about to be the muscle. He's just the guy who rips the testicles out if he needs to.
Oh, no, it was Kevin Nash.
Yeah, so the guy.
Oh, okay.
Big set.
Big.
He's the one who says they'll massage your cock for money.
Right? Yeah, the two guys.
Yep. Yeah, big motherfucker. Man. I guess you can't even tell how big he is because he's kind of leaning on. He's eating the chips, but he's hella leaned back on it. So the other guy looks real huge. It's they almost don't let him stand up,
Oh yeah, the camera tricks.
Yeah.
Oh, the good old camera tricks. Yep. And I tell you, here's a funny part. You guys got me good on that naked guy. I was eating my steak. I looked down at my steak. I see he answers the door, right?
Hey, hold on. You guys are forgetting the whole reason why they were getting kicked out of their spot, though, because he wasn't paying the rent. Because he was spending all his money at the Filipino whorehouse.
The Filipino whorehouse.
Every month I give him, what's his name, Josh or something. Every month I give Josh hundreds of dollars to give to you.
Hey, what were they spending? There was one that he liked especially.
I don't know if they said any names, but
he was insert name. He was like, I love her so much. I forget.
So it was Madame Kame's.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That
was the whole brothel.
Yeah.
That was the whole.
Okay, that was her palace.
Yeah. It's like
you can't just whack it to internet porn. He's like, I don't have a credit card. So he jacks all his money for 6 months. Man, I don't think anyone would be able to get away with being 6 months overdue without hearing something.
No.
I mean, white people get away with a lot of things for a while, bro.
So it's saying, so he answers the door, right? The naked guy.
Dante, yep.
Oh, I didn't know Dante was naked. And then I cut my steak, I look down for a second, I look up, boom, it's right in front of my face. Like, Alex, I will spit out my steak. Then Bounds did.
You gotta remember the character of Dante was loosely based on Bogart. You know what I mean? We're just letting the thing hang. If we gotta let it hang free, bruh. Like God intended. Birthday suits.
So stoned that he's putting up his Christmas tree in July and didn't even know that he was naked until he said that.
Yeah, but they're hookers. They're not massage therapists, man.
I want what Dante's having.
Oh, sorry, they're not hookers. They're massage therapists.
Yeah.
Yes.
The massage your cock for money. He gets so offended. You're a hooker.
Beard. They're bearded masseuses.
I mean, around these parts, we call them sensual massages. And it's French. We call that the big reveal.
Valviness. For those who don't remember. He'd come out in the towel, say hello, ladies. Classic.
Classic Bogues, huh? Looking the part naturally.
So I don't know why.
Born
like,
natural.
so I don't know why Alex first thought is I want to go over and stay at Dante's house. He's got all this room, but of course,
Well,
Dante's the weed dealer.
He's the
Like,
weed man.
yeah,
I mean, it's loosely based on you. Wouldn't you not go to the weed man?
yeah, I'd probably want to, but but right off the bat, he said it. This is my home as well as my office. So I mean, that's it's a whole place of business.
You know what I love about this too is because every weed customer knows the relationship between them and their weed man. You know what I mean? There's a symbiotic relationship going on here. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
understand that. Like an actor's agent. Same thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a symbiotic relationship going on. You can't have one without the other. They need each other. And you know what I'm saying? In order to thrive, you know what I mean? So this is why I feel Alex in this moment. He's down to his last wits, and he's at the tender age of 30, right?
35.
35,
bro.
36.
There's things he has to decide about his life. You know what I mean? So what do you need to do when you need to think things out? You got to go get some weed because the weed man is always like your modern day philosopher. You know what I mean?
And he got the girl, and he got the girl too. He got Samantha. Ooh,
right?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Well, I knew by the blueprint I saw it coming, but I didn't really see where it was going to shift.
It shifted. Well, we'll get to there. A lot shifted during that party. You start getting the drinks flowing.
Just karaoke and stuff.
Changing. Yeah. I
She's
love
a
it.
whole different person doing that karaoke.
So, and yeah, it's funny. And then Alex is over. He's trying to still stay at Dante's house, and Dante's like, "Yeah, it's my home as well as my office." It's like, plus the lion comes in a week. Like, man, just trying to do the most off the wall shit that he can do. And he was like, "Lion, you ever heard of a dog?" Yeah, but nobody.
That was my first line of the big laugh I got. Was the first line. It was like about 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
This is, I got to protect my shit. A dog, I got to do shit. I protect my shit. A lion.
Yeah, people you can get past a dog. Nobody fucks with a lion.
That's true. That's true. They're big, man. Lion pride and stuff. I watch all those wildlife shows. I used to watch more of them, but after a while, they get kind of like predictable.
Yeah, unless like someone's actually getting eaten by the lion, it gets a little bit boring.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. But
okay, I don't think I want to. But it happens. They say people, I don't know, 28 or some odd number that people get attacked by lions a year.
Yeah, crazy.
More than you think.
And
I wonder when animals think that, when they're attacking, if they attack humans, what they do about the clothes, The clothes are on.
Can't taste
because if they attack any other animal, there's no clothes on them.
Yeah, but it's probably just like getting past that first layer anyways. Or I mean, maybe it's just a couple more layers.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about it. It's just a thought. Just a thought. That's what we do in here, right? Thoughts.
Yeah.
They come and go.
So after he gets his weed, he has some sort of family event that he's going to. And of course, like, because he's not married or anything, he's sitting like at the kids' table and they're talking about video games and stuff. And his grandma even offers him a place to stay. And he's like, I'm going to go stay with my buddy, Jeff. Who's Nick Swardson.
That was a disaster. Can you imagine if that really happened though? Oh man.
It's loosely based on true stories.
That part?
Just go with it. Just go with it.
Well, that part is I got respect for Bogues, man. Bogart.
Nick Swardson, you learn a lot about his character just in the first 60 seconds that you meet him. I mean, he opens the door, he's in a onesie. He's talking about his roommates. He's like, "You mean my parents?" And he's like, "Yeah, same thing." And then you come into his room and he's got a car bed.
Yeah, and he jumps on it like a little boy.
Didn't she tuck him in?
I don't think so. We don't see the mom until she walks into the bathroom.
Oh yeah. Right. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Because what is he supposed to be? He's supposed to be like 20 something, right? Hummy.
Yeah, he's probably like 10 years younger than him.
Yeah. Yeah, poor guy.
His mama's boy, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
His mom would have
True
got.
mama's
Listen,
boy.
I ain't gonna lie. His mom would have got the business. I mean, come on.
Oh, she didn't run out of the bathroom that quickly.
No, that's
Hung
exactly
out
what I
there a little
said.
bit.
Yeah, she was
She
watching.
stood there and took the full load. I can't
Feels
stop
so
coming.
good. Oh man, that's just classic. And then it's like the shame, like in front of his car, and just walk outside. I can't believe you came on my mom. You have
Oh,
the biggest pervert alive.
And you know what's funny too is like in that going back to work in that nerd world, you know what I'm saying? They would give him props. Oh, you totally came on his mom, bro.
And it's funny.
And hold on, it gets even worse because he was turned on by the fucking what's her name doll, the Wonder Woman doll.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was
oh, the
one.
doll on top of the toilet.
Yeah,
The whore doll, he called it.
yeah.
But the doll's a whore, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hey, Nelson, you might need to turn you up a little bit. You're on your interface.
I did turn it
I think
turn up.
he's good. He's good.
He's good. Okay.
Okay, how's that?
I can hear
There we
you.
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
I'm just glad that I'm hooked up, guys. After all that, I was sweating all day today, going back and forth, Alex.
There
Man,
you go. We got it.
getting the technology hookups.
Hey,
Hey,
you know
Michael,
what I mean?
Michael Joseph. Yes.
Yep. Shout out
Hell
to
yeah.
Mike Joseph.
They said, yeah, you were balls deep with that pillow and the thumb in your mouth. Yeah. You couldn't just wake me up to play video games. I had to go jack off in my bathroom.
Oh, it's funny. You watch those scenes. It's like, you laugh extra hard. It's because there's things that everyone does, but we don't talk about it. But we all do it, right?
Hey, listen,
We
I
all
was
do
just
it.
telling my younger cousin, right? You ready for this? My younger cousin's 10 years younger than me. And he's always kicking it. He's always, I raised him. And what amazes me is that he's 28. He has no kids. He's never had scares. And it's never, he ain't never been, getting in no cooter or nothing like that. It's just that because when I was young, I was an adventurer. You know what I mean? Condoms are for sailors, baby. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
see, so here's what I was telling my cousin to make a long story longer. I was all about, you got to dilute it, man. You got to self-serve before you hit the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to you got to shoot a couple out the chamber first. You know what I mean? So you're not, yeah, because when I was young, bro, I was afraid of STDs, right? But you never get afraid of them when the pussy's in your face, right? But you get afraid of the most, though, no matter what. What you get afraid of the most is having the kids when you're not ready. You know what I mean?
I've been through those dangers.
You know what I'm saying? But still, I had it down to a T when I was a kid. When I was a young man running around staking claims, right? It was all about you gotta flog
practice makes perfect, right, Bogart? Practice makes perfect, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta flog the dolphin, bro. My homies might have been like, we're about to go to the club. They might have been waiting outside. Listen, hey, we're outside. Yeah, hold up. Shoot one out real quick. All right, let's go. You know what I mean?
That's what you do. So you don't make a fool of yourself with the legs. You talk all calm. I know how that works, man.
Let's see, that's not the point. My point is because I done diluted that thing. Because I'm about to raw dog one of these hoes.
Ooh.
A young man. I was like, you're a young man. You're crazy. You're crazy as a young man. I'm just saying.
We can relate. That's true.
You know
testosterone runs high in the blood and in the bones too.
It goes down in the AM. You know what I mean? Before it went down in the DMs, it's always from the dawn of man in the AM. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that first one has a mind of its own. It'll make you do some stupid things. So yeah, better to get it out. Then
you gotta get a clear head. You know what I mean?
Remember the first time though? First time when you're 12, 13, it's like, oh. I don't know how old you were, but I'm just saying.
I was 15, so I wasn't far off.
Oh, you were a late bloomer in that respect, in that regard.
Because for my generation, like growing up, like the generations before me, bro, I thought, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's funny when I watch a movie like Grandma's Boys, like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, there's some real people struggling as virgins, you know what I mean? Because, and it's not nothing against them. Maybe it's not that they don't have game.
Or Alex, you're a hot woman and you're swimming in a sea of virgins.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like we were raised like when you find your way into some pussy, right? That was the rite of passage as becoming a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I was raised.
Yeah. And then we all
Maybe it's a generational thing, because I feel like there was all the generations before 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Where now,
well,
like,
even now, like I know
there might be some outrage if someone said something like that. Listen, a man, you know, you gotta fuck when you're 15, you know, become a man. And then, you know, and then Nelson's, oh, you're a late bloomer.
yeah.
But it's, I was, right? In my mind, like,
I'm
shit,
talking about
gonna
the
fuck since I was, like,
self-exploration
12.
part, not losing the virginity part, not that part.
Yeah, right?
Because you're talking about the self-serving, soft-serving.
Oh, I was talking
Self-serve ice cream
about getting busy. I got busy when I was 15. I think I was self-serving, like, but I was corrupted young. I saw porno when I was like 9, bro. I was like, it was over, bro. I was like, oh shit.
Well,
I
back
knew
then-
it.
And,
I saw that first adult film and I was like, I fucking knew it.
and what are most of these guys playing like here, except for Alex? He's like the old man on the block, but everyone else is supposed to be what, like 24, 25?
They're like, and if not, they're adolescents. Because remember, even Nick, he's like old. He's like the oldest one out of all. He got the minions. You know what I mean? He runs a shop over there.
And even they say JP, the nerdy robot guy, he's like 25.
Yeah, because he
he was
remember,
hilarious.
dubbed the
That guy
young
was funny.
prodigy. He was dubbed the young prodigy. You know what I mean? Because he struck gold.
Yeah.
You know, that's what's fucked up when you strike gold young, is because, man, you know, that's why there's so many one-hit wonders in music, right? Is because, like, when you strike gold young, if you can't repeat or three-peat, you know what I mean? Because sometimes the inspiration comes from a different place, you know what I mean? You know, sometimes when you make it big, like in this case, the character of, what was his name again? JP, right? He made it big, so big that he couldn't top himself. He had to start stealing shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or copying, and that's, you know.
Yeah, and he got big when he was like 5 years old or so. He was a child prodigy, they said.
It's a child prodigy. Yeah, prodigy.
And I bet the story just changes as he keeps telling more people, because who knows how long what they say created the first.
He could have been 40 for all we know.
Like 10 years old or something. But it's funny, like the behind the scenes of that, Nick Swardson, he talks about it, where it was really hard to get like an actor to understand like that character of JP, because it's not just like making robot sounds and stuff. It's like a nervous tick for him. Like whenever he like starts getting like nervous or self-conscious or whatever, you know, then he'll start doing the little ticks or sorry and start talking in the robot voice.
Yeah, his inner child, so to speak, right? Almost. Yeah. JP.
You know what's funny? I would not want to be labeled child prodigy. Okay, they got child in the name.
Yeah, no kidding. Plus, you got to outdo yourself constantly. The bar set so high.
I mean, and that's the thing too. Being a parent myself, right? I got 4 kids, and it's amazing to see as a child and seeing them evolve, right? You know what I mean? Listen, if my youngest daughter came out tomorrow and was like, hey, Dad, read my memoirs on the road, I'm like, damn, how you going to top that? You're 2 years old. You know what I mean? And as I swam down the vaginal canal, the birth canal, and I breathed my first breath of air, I'm like, whoa, you wrote this, baby? How are you going to top
remember
that?
like it was yesterday?
And Mike Joseph, it's funny. I think YouTube took this off, but it made it over here. Please sit on my face. that was when he was fully. That was when he was fully in. When he was broken at that point, right? When the robot was broken, he didn't know what to say. Yeah, and Mike Joseph said he really did play a good role in JP. Yeah, because. I mean,
you know what's fucked up is that guy couldn't do nothing else after that, because this is like immortalizes him. This is like a cult classic for like Nelson. That's what's kind of tight. If you didn't know, this like Grandma's Boy is one of those ones that. That's why I'm glad Billy Madison was behind it, because I hold those movies in high regard because they came from my childhood, like Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, like the Adam Sandler movies. Those two specifically. It was like my childhood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like this one gives me one of those feelings, you know what I mean? I'm old school. I still pay for cable. So TBS used to like, or like FX, they would show these movies, you know what I mean? And if it was on, I'd be like, oh shit, oh, I could clear my schedule. I could probably find this movie on demand or on Netflix or somewhere, wherever the fuck streaming platform. If it's on TV, I'm about to clear my schedule.
You find any movies these days.
Antonio,
it's just one of
let's
those
take some
ones.
shots of wheatgrass, guys. Let's get it. Let's take a shot, and I'll take a smoke while you take a shot.
I'll take a shot. Hold on, what am I doing?
That's just that culture shit for sure for us potheads. Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah, Mike Joseph, what is he, like 30? Mike Joseph is like 30 or something like that, or I might even be overshooting it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because that's dope. Because this came out 10 plus years ago. What 2010, 9?
No, 2006.
Yeah,
6. Okay, my bad.
17 years
2009.
ago.
I'm sorry. 2009 is when I first watched it. I was late on it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, I watched it just now. So you're doing good.
I'm a pothead. You know what I mean? So because this one, until it got on Netflix. Once it got on Netflix, it was one of those ones. Oh, you ain't seen Grandma's Boy, bruh? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah, and really,
Grandma's Boy, and then you just sit there and watch it while we're burning. You know what I mean?
And really, because it's not even really a stoner movie if you take out Dante. It's like just the Dante character, just himself turns this into a stoner movie because he's not in the entire movie, but just building it up. That's the first place that he goes after he gets kicked out. Lays the
He's the eccentric. He's the eccentric white man's weed dealer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's super eccentric. Everything's over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just ordered a monkey and I'm going to teach him fucking, what did he say? I'm going to teach him Taekwondo.
Yeah. First it was the lion. And
then, he always had something better.
Yeah. First it was the lion. The lion ends up going out of control, and he got to
Hey, put it in the chat right now. Everybody watching, put in the chat. Everyone knew a white boy weed dealer at one point or another. That dude. Okay, here's one. I had one, and he had a wolf, bro. It was a dog, like half wolf dog, but that motherfucker was a wolf, and you couldn't go near him, bro. He's like, listen, and like. He'd be have him inside, and he'd be looking at us in the window like, "Yo, you're a wolf." Over there, he's like, you know what I mean? But he was like, "Nah, man, he's good, man." I'm like, he had paid hella money to get this motherfucker trained and shit, and like he had bought it off a trainer even. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you have a wolf, bro. But he had like a boa constrictor also. Just doing. Yeah, what are those things? Pheasants. He had a pheasant. You know what I'm talking about?
Ferret.
Ferret. There you go.
Yeah, ferret. Oh, those are ferret.
Cool. Hey, those were dope, bro.
Those are big in the late 80s to get a ferret.
Hey, bro, ferrets are fucking genius, bro.
And JP,
they're tricky little creatures, though, aren't they?
Hell yeah.
Dante, he was the one with all the crazy characters, and then for whatever reason, remember where JP just came out of nowhere and he's like, Samantha, I just want to buy you a black cobra. Like
put it around your neck.
Completely out of nowhere.
She had all those guys after her. The whole crew.
Once he started talking like a robot, she was out. She heard it. And she was like, what was that?
I think
like he had a chance.
I think like when you see him coming from a mile away, right?
And he walks in slow motion.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure right then and there she decided I would never fuck him. It don't matter how fucking rich he is. She actually had some dignity.
Cool.
She was willing to party.
Girl next door.
Yeah, she wanted to party with the regular folks. Remember, she was like, "Oh, what was she got on that tequila thing?" And it was a rap. She was like, "Fucking throw on that motherfucking salt and pepper."
Oh, she was getting down.
She killed that too.
She did.
She was bad. I ain't gonna lie. I fucked with her.
Because in the beginning. Super corporate. I mean, what do you guys remember about? It's JP walking her around, and you find out a lot about JP, like just in the first minute of him being there, of him his super slow roll, and he's got the Matrix like fucking jacket. And I'll put my genius on hold to give her a tour around. It's total douchebaggy, and he's talking shit about everybody as they're walking around.
Dirty Mackin. Talking shit.
And then they go into the break room. What do you think, Nelson, when they go into the break room and they're having the battle, the video game battle.
Oh, the one where they were dancing, or the first time we see them?
The first time we see him with the frog game.
Oh yeah, then he challenges them, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was stellar. They all there was what, there's 30 or 40 of them just turn around.
Seemed like it. That whole room was filled.
It was like Nerdville.
Really was.
But that's what they, that's how they get down though, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a video game. It's a whole video game company.
She be dancing, and she was dancing, turning around, doing the cha-cha and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, you can't fuck with motherfuckers that's good with shit like that, man.
What do you think about that one, Nelson? You think if you had to do it for a role, you would have been able to get down on Dance Dance Revolution like Nick Swardson did?
No, I'm more of a freestyler, but like you gotta hit these marks and stuff. Now I'm not good with the structure of dancing. But I was known to dance when I go out clubbing and stuff. Yeah, I can move and stuff, but the Dance Revolution, it's a little too choppy for me, a little too fast.
It's just like any other video game. You got to play it, a handful of times before you really know what you're doing. How come every day it's just like the same thing? It's a different random drama happening, and it ends up being Alex going back to Dante's to go get more weed. And
the timeline's kind of timeline.
They had a deadline. They actually said
it was about a week. It seemed like it was, right?
Seems like it.
I mean,
but a lot happened in that week.
The whole thing is Samantha's coming in. They have to keep their deadline, and they don't really say what the deadline is, but it seems like it's about a week. And now, after Alex comes all over Jeff's mom, then he ends up going to his grandma's house, but he can't do anything at his grandma's house. He can't play the game that he needs to play. And they only got one TV because it's really old, and then he's got to entertain these ladies as well. He gets the cable box from Dante and just opens up Pandora's box because I guess they haven't had cable in their entire lives.
Right. And
is that what you guys picked up from that too?
Yeah, because when you're a stoner, right? And because mind you, they have, them old ladies, they ain't have experienced the weed yet. But the fact that before YouTube, what did motherfucker stoners want to do, bro? Well, you got cable, bro. You got all the channels. You know what I mean?
I remember I had satellite TV.
When YouTube came around, when was that?
2005.
Early YouTube, 2005, where you can watch all the crazy shit, bro. You want to see a fucking
skateboarding. A lot of it was just stupid stuff, right?
Yeah, but then it was also movies.
Not organized fights, just street fights and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Kimbo Slice got super famous off his YouTube fights.
Backyard fists.
What else?
Your house, what up? Say what up, turd nuggets, gray bush. I also have a bush, not gray.
Yeah, I remember he said that. It's not gray.
That's not what my mom said. That's funny. He's such an asshole, and he was like, "I thought I told you to stop talking about it." He's like, "People keep asking me about it."
Hey, that dude, Nick, whatever his name is,
Nick Swardson.
Nick Swardson. Yo, that was one of Norm Macdonald's fucking homies, bro.
Oh yeah,
it was, right? Am I thinking
probably
the same guy?
I mean, he's been around.
That was his little apprentice. That was Norm Macdonald's little his young Padawan.
Yeah, I don't know who Nick. I know he was on the show, but I've never heard of him.
I might be confusing him with another dude, but I swear I got the right dude. Pause.
He'll do it.
The game, not or the levels, not sex.
Yeah, yeah, and he admits it too. Not sex. And
because they're all nerds, and she's the only girl who's ever been around, and so they're all super nervous.
And she's hot.
Yeah, and swimming in a sea of virgins.
Blondes,
and she was like, "Wow,
and brunettes.
That's really revealing, Alex." And then he had to switch it up because he's 35, so he's been around the block a few times, right? And he's like, "I know you want to date me, but I think we should just keep it professional." And so it seems like everything happens the same and every single day until they do get to the party. Yeah, why don't we just fast forward to them going out? I mean, it all starts with them going to the vegan restaurant, right?
And with Spade.
Yeah, Shiloh. Yeah, they did not like that. And Nelson, you ever been to a place like that in LA?
Yeah.
They're all over
It's
the
my
place.
product. That's a part of that. I never really, I mean, I stopped eating meat and dairy and stuff. So I said, we really have to eat that because I wanted to improve my health. But I never did get into, I was hardcore because I made products and stuff like that. But I didn't really push it on people so much. I said, hey, try it. This is something different. It's cool.
Uncle Buck and Chase, they both put it in at the exact same time. Do I got a shit in a plant?
They both said that? Man, those guys are like twins. Siamese twins.
So it's like 2006 when they made this movie, right? So that was already them early on shitting on the vegans. Because I'm not clowning vegans, but my point is because they were making the joke of it, like exaggerating it. David Spade is the perfect guy to use for that. You know what I mean?
That was accurate. That was pretty accurate. That was funny.
Yeah, I mean early times before we start. I mean, now you see vegan restaurants are like super normal, but back then, I mean, I'm sure they were a butt of a whole bunch of jokes.
I was kind of in it, so I didn't notice the jokes until after.
Yeah, bringing it back to like restaurant and everything where they were. Yeah, I mean, they didn't know what they wanted like from there. I mean, and
they left too.
Yeah,
yeah. Thank you. She said thank you.
I mean, I would say, except for Alex and maybe Samantha, they're all like portraying like 24, 25-year-olds, so they were just cool going to like Tommy Burger and just getting like some chili cheeseburgers and some chili cheese fries, versus like all the vegan cuisine. That
Tommy Burger too. It's down the street from my place. I recognize it. Hey, there's Tommy's right by my place.
Nice.
Yeah, it panned. It was on it's like two buildings. It was on the left, and then I go, oh, it's got to be the one on Beverly. If it pans right, if it gets it right, I know it's the one. It did. And right over, I go, that's exactly just down the street from me, like walking distance.
Nice.
I've eaten at that one time.
And Mike Joseph said, how's the burgers? I mean, Tommy's burgers are good, and it's like chili. Like they got a lot of like chili burgers and chili fries.
I liked it, but I thought they would be better because the way they advertise and stuff, they're kind of popular.
Yeah.
So it's not a gourmet burger, but it's like a fast joint burger. Better than McDonald's and Burger King and stuff.
Yeah.
But not a gourmet burger.
Yeah, by any means.
No. There's a lot of good burger places in LA though.
I guess it's probably like on the scale. I guess In-N-Out just seems like one step above fast food, even though it is fast food. And Tommy seems like it's on at least that level, but the In-N-Out burgers are, I still think, better than Tommy's.
Yeah, I think In-N-Out's better. I like In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Tommy's. Tommy's good. It's good in a pinch. They're open late, so I'm sure they get a lot of business late too.
Yeah. And it's funny because I don't know. I mean, it had to be like a joke within Tommy's, right? Because like after like they get done eating and stuff, he's like, "Go to the bathroom." He's like, "Can we go to your grandma's house?" He's like, "I'm not going to my grandma's house. You better go pee in the alley." I gotta pee in my ass.
It's like
I wonder if that's from all the chili burgers and chili fries just went right through them.
That happened to me one time with Pink's Burgers. You know Pink's?
Yeah. Isn't that the Pink's is the hot dog,
a good
right?
burger? Yeah, Pink's hot dogs. I grabbed a burger from there years ago, and I was like, just a few hours later, I said, I got a bathroom, cramps and stuff. Ate there. I never ate there again, but it was a good burger though.
Damn.
I enjoyed it thoroughly on the front end.
Fucking Pink's.
Yeah. Always a lineup all day long. Every day there's a lineup at that place.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Mike Joseph said car from Too Fast, Too Furious was in there. That one rolling with it. And you could see it at the Tommy Burger scene. That's where you saw the different cars. And I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said it was that Supra. Just looked it up. Yeah, it was the second one. Let's bring it back to the party, because this is, I mean, for me, this was like the best part of the whole movie.
No doubt.
Everything. This was maybe not the climax of the movie, but definitely.
Especially because when I watch movies, I'm rooting for my guy to get the girl.
He didn't officially get her at the party though.
For my guy to get the girl, man.
He kissed her after the party though.
Yeah,
he played a gentleman, like he didn't fuck her while she was all drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He did a real gentleman like you're supposed to do.
So at this party, it's funny because when they show up, like as they're walking into the door, he's like, "Guys, be quiet. They're probably all gonna be asleep." And they're like, "I hear voices in there," and then they're watching.
That's good. That's a good lead up.
Watching the Telemundo channel or something. They're just laughing because they drank some of the tea that they found. They thought it was like the old lady's tea that died, but it was really Alex's weed that they just.
Yeah, they pulled the shit out of the tree.
But you know what though, Alex, I think it was, or maybe I missed it. It seemed a little contrived when he was kissing her, right? It seemed like nothing really let up. I didn't see them really get close, and then he kissed her. It seemed like he just like, hey, let's just kiss. Or did I miss something? Was there another part?
the
So
actor?
that was the next day after the party.
Yeah.
He
It seemed out of place a little bit to me.
drops her off at the hotel room, and then she shuts the door, and then he comes back, and then that's just when it happens. And then
I would say,
and she pulls him into the room.
see,
And then the scene.
definitely. Oh, this wasn't after the push it real good.
Yeah.
This
So
is
yeah,
after. This was after that.
Yeah, that was the next day.
Right?
You know what's cool? Oh, hold on, did they kiss in the morning?
Yeah, they kissed. Yeah, they kissed the next day after the party.
I have a problem with this. This goes for all movies, right? Did they brush your teeth before you kiss me, bitch?
No.
In the morning, bro. We just woke up. Listen, I'm a fan of waking up and then getting busy. Didn't even brush your teeth, just roll over, start getting busy. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, I'm down
One
with
of my
that,
moves,
of course.
right? But never in those ones am I French kissing like the French do. You know what I mean?
How are you kissing then?
We're breathing the other way. This is the morning shot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying,
That's true. Yeah, they do that, especially soap operas, same thing.
This is why I like the main antagonist, Alex, in this movie, because, you know what I'm saying, he's just a regular dude trying to make it. He has a dream. And you know what I'm saying, he's seen these youngsters that ain't put in the work and they ain't made it overnight. Young prodigies. Fuck those motherfuckers. He's like, man, I got this game though. And watch if I ever get a shot. And he's just putting in his work, taking his licks. You know what I mean? And that's why he gets the girl. You know what I mean?
You lucked
Because
out.
the girl appreciates that.
He's the best gamer in the building. She'd only go for the best gamer.
Right? If the girl wanted to fuck
That
the
makes
money,
sense.
she would have fucked the
It
robot.
was too
guy.
weird.
She would have fucked JP.
He was probably the only one that was older than her too.
Everybody loves a blonde, bruh.
Yeah, I wish there was more women. It was just Samantha. That was it.
It was just
And a
her. And she
sea of-
stands out.
Of dudes.
She
Hey,
stands out.
Chris, what up? Patriot Sports Radio. And
What up, Chris?
Hey, Chris, Patriots.
Yeah, and I mean, really, it was when Dante, you know, he brought over his friends from the Crazy Beaver, and then that's when you got a whole bunch of chicks, you know, over there. And what did Alex say? Next time, go a little bit less on the crazy and more on the beaver. Like, these are just people just like you and me, bro. Just hit the joint. And it's like, yeah, like 200 people in the house now partying.
Yeah, that was a good party. Here we go again with the analogy. That party was like similar to the Risky Business party. Remember that?
Yeah.
The girls were working all night.
Yeah.
They were exhausted. Remember, he's talking. There's a little voiceover. Tom Cruise.
Dante.
The whole records off the shelf.
Yeah. What is Dante reference? He's like, oh yeah, I feel like Tom Cruise in Cocktails, where they're about to take the tequila shot.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, that's a good fucking movie, man.
Antonio says, what about the titty sucking girl? I don't know her name. Yeah, I don't know her name either in there. I don't even know if I don't know where she comes up in the credits, but yeah, it was Jonah Hill.
I don't think she ever spoke, did she?
Oh yeah. I mean, the first thing you hear out of her mouth is, ooh, you're a cute little baby.
Oh yeah, right. Then after that, she was just dancing with her.
Yeah.
Titties out, so.
Yep.
She was cute though.
Yeah. And
the grandmas were having fun. Oh, the grandmas, she got a nod. I knew she was gonna get one of those young dudes, you know. Grace.
Yeah, let's get to the Silver Fox.
Yeah, I knew Grace was gonna get one of those dudes.
Yeah. Antonio on Wikipedia, they have her name is Heidi Hawking, and her character is the milkmaid.
Oh, the milkmaid. Yeah, they said something about he was drinking milk.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, bro. She was getting milked. I'll tell you that much.
And the Silver Fox. Oh man, yeah. So we're talking about her getting Nick Swardson, and he was just super interested, and he was asking a bunch of questions. And she was the one who you
What
could
number
tell.
are you?
what did he say?
Oh,
3,000 and something.
3,000.
Oh, I should have wore a quantum.
And she was the one, even when Alex moved in. Remember, how old are you? 35. You don't have a girlfriend? No. And she was like, I'll get you my number. He's gay.
And that's sad because that was the premise back then, though, right?
Yeah.
It's because it was more taboo. It was still not more, it was still taboo to be gay. Like, this is like, you gotta remember, folks, when this movie came out, this is before the LGBTQ community. So you know what I mean? We're not being insensitive when we make jokes and stuff like that. At least not me, you know what I mean? Because I just want to say that because nobody else makes jokes that might be borderline insensitive but me. So I have to say that because I'm being real, you know what I mean? Because this is why we love these movies, because they're kind of set in a time, even though this movie was set in current day when it came out in 2006. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Feel like more of a 90s vibe.
90s. It's only
Yeah.
6 years removed from the 90s, like monarchy. You know what I mean? Like how things were done in the 90s, like the jokes that were made, the puns, the sexual
They were better.
innuendos.
They were better. They were great. They were entertaining. They were fun.
And
Oh,
yeah.
they were
So-
really carefree, like what America said it was supposed to be, like freedom of speech and like just diversity. You know what I mean? What was crazy about it is, like, I feel like in the 90s and everything, I mean, like in the 90s specifically, I feel like the tribal mentality, because that's what runs these days. It's like tribal mentality. It's like they tainted it, because back in the days in the 90s, it was about like meeting these other tribes and fusing cultures, and you know, individualities were highlighted. Versus today, a movie like Grandma's Boy there's some of these jokes might not fly. You know what I mean? Am I getting
Yeah.
too philosophical on the mushrooms?
No, I think you're on point. You're on point. That makes sense.
And he hooks up with what's her name, with Grace. And he's just like picking her brain about everything. He was like, well, what was it like? You got to like see all these things. And was it the automobile?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
they're like 100 years old or something. But he's like portraying what, a 23-year-old or a 24-year-old?
Yeah, come on, bro. When we were
Might as well be 100 to him, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, think about this. This came out 2006. How old were me and you, bro? In our early 20s.
Yeah, I
Right?
was 20. Yeah,
We
20.
used to look at 30 years old as old, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
When
remember
we were
that
that
too.
age. We used to look at 30 years old. Like, if I had fucked a 30-year-old female, bro, I would have been like, bro, I took down a cougar. Right? Like, we thought that was old, bro.
Yeah.
It's not old.
No.
Yeah, now those cougars are younger than us.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh man, and then so he ends up being. I wonder what Nick Swardson mentally, because I see him really making out with her, and that's really all you see before they're naked and, well, at least under the covers in a bed. What'd you think about that, Nelson? Nick Swardson having to suck face with Grace.
I saw that coming. I saw that come from a mile away. It's just her character, and then you get there, in that party. So it's just a matter of time. I was just wondering which one, which one it's
who's
going
it
to be, and then how it's going to be done. And she was pretty slick, and they were pretty bold in the writing, and what she said. She was just blunt.
Yeah.
Try to hide it, and I still am. a little whore. It was hilarious.
Yeah, remember they said Charlie Chaplin, was he silent?
Oh yeah, that was good.
Not when I got done with him.
Yeah, you had two of them. Yeah, she had a threesome back there.
Oh yeah.
Chaplin
Oh
and,
yeah. Who did you bang, Abbott or Costello? One. Which
Oh.
one? Yeah,
Totally.
she was a freak. And then he was number 3,000 and something.
I think she played the part well. The grandma, what's her name? Doris Roberts. She played it very
Yep.
well. And then the other one, the third sister, the other woman, she was like Joan Cusack.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to remind me of a Joan Cusack.
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward. Didn't say
I
much,
mean,
but was a good character.
on a bunch of pills. I mean, the entire time, you know, she's like licking paint, and then like you see
Oh
like
yeah. Oh,
her for
that's
breakfast, she's got all her pills, and it's like making a smiley
the happy
face or
face.
something.
Yeah, she was fucked up, huh? She was
Yeah,
fucked up.
and Alex, he was like, quite the smorgasbord you have there, and she's like, thank you, Mr. President.
I was surprised.
Yeah, she was super fucked up.
She was in her own world.
Yeah,
Pill
and
lady was funny. Yeah, Antonio.
she was the one because when they first come in, it's funny. Like when Grace, she was like, if I would have known you were gonna have company, I would have trimmed my antlers. And Alex went over and he bought some of the deer weed from Dante earlier, so that's what they smoked, and that's what the reference to trimming my antlers was. That.
Oh yeah.
And then when they go in, when they start smoking, when Dante gets there, he's like, oh, we're smoking the Frankenstein. And he was like, why is it called the Frankenstein? Because when you smoke it, then you start walking like this.
Oh yeah.
And they do the little karaoke, and then you see the pill lady. She starts doing the Frankenstein. Like
Oh, that's what she was doing there, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot going on that part. That must have been fun to shoot too.
Oh, it had to be.
I love
right?
watching party scenes in films. They're the best.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there, a lot of different things going on, and the grandma was hilarious. She's like trying to feed everybody.
One of my favorite lines of all time on this film was the Prodigy. Oh no, J. When someone said the music's too loud, he says, "Are you afraid of it?"
Their ears weren't built for it, bro.
Like, oh, I just don't like techno.
Yeah, that was
hey, you know what was funny too? What was that thing? Remember, every security guard used to roll around on those things. That thing he was rolling around.
Segway.
The Segway.
Oh yeah, those.
He was just rolling on that thing.
Those aren't big anymore. Well, the one wheel
was
is.
tight.
Well, see, back then you probably had to be like pretty rich to get them. Like when they first came out, they were super expensive.
I was a thinker. First of all, I'm like one of the self-proclaimed world's greatest ponderers. You know what I mean? I would love to have a Segway and a big ass thinking room like he had. He just had this warehouse he could mob around in. Right?
Well, I mean, what
texture?
Well, wasn't it? I mean, it looked like the Batcave is what it kind of looked like.
What was
it did.
Kind of looked like the Batcave, the New Age Batcave.
Yeah, bro. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. He was just he had the ill man cave, bro. The Batcave, even.
I mean, he's rich. He's got no girlfriend. He's got no kids. It's just like he's a big kid with a shitload of money.
No matter how bald he was, like his hair, dude, like his hair, bro. Like,
I remember the
maybe
first time
he was ahead of his time because the comb over. What he had, like the comb over thing.
Something. I can't even remember. I thought it was like slicked back or something.
Yeah,
remember that he had lipstick on and he looked like super pale. He looked way different.
He kind of looked like
I don't remember
like a vampire corpse.
Yeah, he looked super pale when he was in the Batcave, eating his sushi and drinking his sake.
And he was like, "Hey, he's so douchey."
Yeah.
That's why nobody was fucking you, bro. Nobody was fucking you.
Samantha did not want to sit on his face. But then he ends up pulling that bullshit. So they prank call him when they're at the party or whatever, and then he gets all butthurt like after the party, and he comes over to Alex and he's crying. And see, and I wonder what was gonna happen there, because I don't think he knew that Alex was like building a new video game.
No, he just switched his plans like a fucking desperate man.
Well, that's when he saw the video game, though, right?
He was very.
What are you working on?
Yeah,
he was very impressed. Because remember, he was having strife with the what was the joint? His game, part 3. What was it?
Yeah, EDS3.
EDS3.
Yeah, I can't remember what.
Having like, you know what I'm saying? It was too monotonous, right? He couldn't break the monotony from his other shit, so he sees this whole refreshing new shit. You know what I mean? And it was funny too because like he was playing it on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Right? Remember?
Yeah.
The Xbox Ones or the Xbox, the OGs, right?
Yeah.
He's playing it on that motherfucker, but he's designing the game on whatever, like PC or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, obviously that part, you know.
I know, right? Because I'm from Silicon Valley. I'm just nitpicking, right? I'm like,
Yeah, that wouldn't be the way that it would be.
no,
That's for sure.
not
But
at
yeah,
all.
so
But
JP steals this whole thing, and then yeah, that's what's crazy. He doesn't have a backup, which is, I mean, just
he
insane.
just got the one.
Yeah, and yeah, then he just goes in and steals it. Acts like he's been working on it like all
He says,
year.
"Let me get this, and I'll give you some notes." And he's like a bitch with snot in his nose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I did get one scene for us to watch here, and it was Alex. He has to. I mean, he doesn't know where to go. He just tells everybody to fuck off, and then he goes. Of course, he's gonna take off and go to Dante's house, and tells him to roll up. What did he say? The deer shit and the
Roll up the deer
Frankenstein.
thing, the Frankenstein, all that motherfucker.
Nobody's ever been able to do that. He's like, I'm gonna do it. Let's smoke it.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Goes, and here's right after.
Hey, Dante, is Alex there?
Hold on. Phone's for you. I think it's the devil.
Hello?
Hey, Alex, you gotta come back to work.
I quit there fucking months ago, man.
God, you're torched. Okay, look, there's an
It was
emergency.
like a day ago.
JP revealed himself to be an actual robot, and he kidnapped your grandma, and he's gonna eat her soul out of her head.
My grandmother's in trouble? I'll be right there. You gotta give me a ride.
I'm way too big to drive to the devil's house.
Oh,
Monkey drive! The monkey driving that shit! That monkey was amazing.
that monkey was out of control. I thought the line was bad. The monkey had a character. See,
What up,
Oh,
Smokey?
you work with the monkey,
Dude,
but the
that's
line
the part, bro. Hold on. You don't know how many
is
times we laughed
smoky.
about that shit.
It's crazy, yeah, because they had a different monkey too. I don't think that was the same one.
It wasn't the same one, but see, but that's
Yes.
what's funny
Well,
about
how do you know it
it,
wasn't the same? I never noticed that. I always see
No,
that
that's what's
once.
funny.
No, it wasn't the Taekwondo monkey. That one was super small. And they show, I mean, when the monkey like kicks Dante or whatever, but you see it, it's like super small. It's not the same monkey.
But it's supposed to be the same monkey, though, right?
I don't know if
But you
it's
know,
supposed to be or
no,
not.
but definitely is.
They only had
It
one
definitely
monkey.
is.
Yeah.
I think Dante is the type of guy who could have multiple monkeys.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Dante is an extravagant, eccentric, yeah, that's right, dope dealer, bro.
Yeah.
Of course he has multiple high-end rare
Monkeys.
animals just manning the wheel. You know what I mean?
Like Jonah Hill, they're even like talking about. They're like, yeah, I think the lion's a bad idea. He's like, yeah, we got a monkey now, and we just trained him to do Taekwondo. And Jonah Hill's like, yeah, Taekwondo monkey. It seems a lot safer.
Listen, bro.
Obviously not.
If I could have an elephant, bro, imagine like First of all, Chihuahuas go crazy, right? That's like a great alarm, like an alarm system.
Well, now you just cut all the way to the end. Do you remember at the end? I mean, they have the elephant there. He just kept upgrading the animals.
You're right, because he's an extravagant dope dealer, bro. Raekwon.
And he knows the dude from Africa, remember, that he met at the cockfight in Pomona. Like he's the one who's got the plug on all the animals, on all the exotics.
He got that deer weed.
Yeah.
He was kind of getting a little rub down at the party from that guy.
Yeah.
a little neck massage or something, didn't he? He got a little neck massage from him. So everyone's kind of getting paired up and stuff, doing their thing. You know, Jonah was in the middle of the titty massage, and then the silver fox, and then you had Samantha dancing.
Yeah, it was funny too when they took the shots. He was like, after she took the shot, someone's ass getting laid tonight. Because he doesn't know that much English, but Dante's just teaching him like a couple
words
things here and there.
Some important words.
Oh man,
This is some American slummage.
But that's what he was, right? Like he was slanging the deer weed. That's why he's hanging out with Dante. He's like selling him the deer weed, and then he's selling him the animals.
I've said this many times, I always envision myself dressing like I was King Joffy Joe, bro. I want like rare animal skins, bro. You know what I mean? full-on coats. I want a hoodie. And when I pull that motherfucker over, I'm the king of the jungle. I want the lion's mane. You remember them fur coats, them Timberland joints back in the day?
The crazy,
With the hood,
ridiculous
with the fur
coats.
on the hood only.
The ridiculous coat.
Yeah, I want that. I throw that on. It's a lion's mane, though. You know what I mean?
Coats and those skins must be warm, huh?
Gotta be.
I'm sure. I mean, they live out there. Okay. You know when it's raining outside, right? You know where us civilized folks are inside, right?
Yeah.
I can only
Yeah.
imagine.
Oh, yeah, the animals are
I
hanging
was
out
an
still.
animal, right? I would have a skin and a fur, and I could withstand nature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Got
Yeah,
it.
you know, I wonder how these animals they stay warm in the rain and they stay cool in the sun. Well,
Yeah.
I guess
Well,
they get in the
it's like
shade.
it's a warm-blooded, cool-blooded thing, right?
Yeah, right. It's got to be because we just
Right.
put clothes on or put a blanket over you, and then just take the clothes off. It's hot.
Let's intertwine that back in.
Yeah, let's go back.
The grandma's boy.
Because they start off at the vegan place, and then they go to Tommy's Burgers, and then they go to Grandma's house where Grandma's got all this different food. She starts off with bringing out some cereal, and then she makes a joke about Lester Kernels or whatever, and you got that nerdy guy. Guess I'm not that high to get that joke.
Oh, I remember that. That was good.
Well, guess what else what you're not getting? And jacks the bowl from him, the Colonel, and then gives it to the other dude. It sucks to be you, nerd.
Nerd.
She's high as fuck. She got the monkeys, man.
And then remember, did you catch the ice cream sandwiches that she made, Nelson? She
Yeah,
them
with
on
some
whole wheat
bread.
with lettuce.
No, I missed that.
It's
I don't
super
remember.
quick. She's bringing around ice cream sandwiches, and she put it on whole wheat with lettuce. So she got
Right.
cream, put it on a literal sandwich, and called it an ice cream sandwich.
Missed that one. Missed it.
A lot of things happen at that party.
Now, JP, he done made his way with the game. The what do they call that? The prototype. He got right. All right, take it from there.
Demonic. Yeah.
Demonic.
Alex already quit.
Easy, Alex.
They're moving forward now with that as his new game, which they didn't even finish the other game. And yeah, that's where the big climax comes, where the grandma comes because she's been playing the game and she challenges JP, and that's what it ends up being.
I saw that. That's when you started helping me out with the tech stuff. But I saw that. I looked up.
Yeah, we started.
Well, she won, right? She beat him.
She ended up winning because she
been gaming on it.
She actually played the game with Alex. So
Hella high too. Oh, she played it with him sober too, though. Actually,
yeah, I don't think she ever played the game high.
And she was binging on the game even.
So she played even better then.
Because she was so proud of her grandbaby and what he had accomplished. She was like, oh, and then what's crazy? It's like magic to her because there's such a generational gap. Which also goes back to like fucking Adam Sandler's whole thing. What does Adam Sandler do? He's like, you know what? Okay, I gotta save my grandma's house. Boom, gonna play golf. I'm a hockey player. Boom, Happy Gilmore, right? This is kind of a play on that.
There's always grandmas in the
Only
mix.
the grandma is the savior, though. You know what I mean?
This time, totally is.
Yeah. I saw like that. Oh, go ahead.
That was one of the times where Alex went to go get weed was when the grandma was like, wait your turn, because she was like, she couldn't get off the game. She had to keep going.
Yeah. No, she was great in that role. She was good. I missed some of the tail end because that's when I was having that tech. We're again trying to straighten out the tech issue.
Okay, this is dope then, because then now you're about to hear the ending.
Yeah, I saw it, but I couldn't pay a lot of attention to it. But it was on.
Because you know what's dope? Because you're really engaged too, all the way up to it, which is dope. Because that's how good this movie is, because it keeps you engaged.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is where you had left off, right?
I left off. I remember the grandma was playing and won, That must have been the last 5 minutes left, right?
Oh yeah, you got all the way to the end,
Yeah,
basically.
that's right at the end.
But I
Yeah.
don't know how it wrapped up at the very end, though, like with their project and stuff. What happened? I don't know what happened there.
It ends up being like fast forwards. I don't know what it said, how many months or a year later. Or
Oh,
whatever.
it did. Okay.
They end up going forward with his project now. Now that's like the demise of JP. Like he
okay.
fully crashed out at that point, and that's where he's like,
He tapped out.
Sit on my face. And like, yeah, just like the CPU is down.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Powered
Like
all
a
the
short
way
circuit,
down.
powered down.
Yeah.
They rode off in the sunset. Samantha and Alex.
Well, yeah. So
Not
they were all.
necessarily.
Well, the sunset to them is Dante's. What is that? His downstairs, his basement.
That's where they were.
Like, yeah, everyone was just smoking weed. But yeah, that's where it all ends. It ends in Dante's basement. They're all smoking some weed. Dante, of course, he always has the crazy weed, and he's got the brown bomber weed. And he was like, "This one, you smoke it and you shit your pants." And it doesn't sound amusing to anybody. Jonah Hill's like, "I already shit my pants this month. I can't do it again."
That's so crazy. I love
The
it.
end.
I love. Yeah, that's how it ended.
Yeah. And the
It's a happy
elephant.
ending.
Well, the elephant breaks through.
Oh, yeah, the
That's-
elephant
that's
breaks
whole
through.
thing. He keeps upgrading his animals and finally upgrades to the elephant all the way at the end.
Yeah, and you know they hit it with the audio with the elephant. You just hear it, and then they leave it to interpretation and breaks through.
Definitely.
We have this thing we're gonna do, right, Nelson? We're calling it the Nelson rating, right?
Oh, okay. The Nelson rating.
Yeah, because we do like the THC rating, you know what I mean? We do like the stoner ratings, right? So we get the Nelson rating, right? Because then it's the unbiased, it's just however you want to rate things, right? So how do you want to rate things on the scale?
The film. Rate the film.
Yeah, like you want 2 thumbs up, 1 to 5, 1 to 10, A to Z. What how do you know what I mean? How are we doing?
I'll give it like I was gonna rate it out of 10.
Okay, the Nelson ratings out of 10. Okay, what are we giving it?
8.5.
He's giving it a 8.5.
8.5.
Oh, that's really high.
That's nice.
Wow.
Because, and I tell you why, because it was constantly entertaining.
Yeah.
Every scene was constantly entertaining. The wit was second to none. Like the one-liners were like enormous. There was like endless amounts of one-liners there.
And the fact that it was almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, I like the political incorrectness too. We need that. You gotta bring it back.
With the times, bro.
You gotta bring it back.
I know, man.
You know, just for entertainment. You know, especially even comedians, just for fun. Come on, we gotta let loose a little bit.
Who do you think was someone who may have just someone who wasn't maybe not a main character, but who might have stolen a few scenes and stood out? Was there anybody that you could think of outside of the main, like out of Samantha, like Samantha
outside of JD, right?
Yeah, outside of JD, yeah, because I mean he stole. I
know JP.
JP.
Oh yeah, JP.
JP was a fool.
I guess I mean,
you can't stop hating him, and I love him because I can't stand him.
No, and we got to leave him in there because he wasn't one of the main characters. So if he's the guy who stole the show for you, then he's the guy.
Dante is because I'm Dante when I'm on show.
Let me think. No, Dante isn't one of the main guys, I think, though.
I know. I'm just saying, for me personally, I was just.
Well, I would say just outside of, let's say, I mean, Alex and Samantha, they're like the main two. So I would just say outside of them.
Outside of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dante with the line thing. And I kind of like the race, to be honest with you. Shirley Jones played it well.
Yeah, she's an awesome.
She was good.
Hey,
she was funny. There's one part where it was saying, he said, yeah, that Grace, I don't feel warm and welcome. That's what Alex said.
Yeah.
Somehow I just don't feel warm and welcome around Grace because she called him gay.
Yeah. And then his grandma.
She did though.
She was
his grandma his grandma's like.
It's so funny because
one of the main ones
though. Was like, see, back then it was like, it was racy to do jokes like that, right? Back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it'd be more racy now. Well, I guess
Well,
you can't even tell them.
see, here's the things that I feel like nowadays, and I'm pretty sure Hustle will attest to this, is like this is like why he doesn't like Will Ferrell, is because sometimes people will use that to try to be racy and get a cheap laugh.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? Like when really is like this is why I like time. This is a timepiece in that sense, right?
Yeah, I agree. It's more free.
was a
There,
move for
you also have,
time.
those sketch comedy artists and comedians in these
And a
films.
non-politically correct time in that sense.
I don't know if this was
It
actually
came out in a theater. I think it did like a month or two.
Really?
super quick.
I never heard of it.
Somebody look at it. Check me out. Fact check me. You get
Doris
the
Roberts was kind of big back
select
then.
theaters. You might get like a LA theater and like a New York theater, like maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they do it for like one or two. I'm just saying. But it was like a steady cult classic. Soon as it hits the early streaming platforms, DVDs, etc., right? But that's how I came across it in 2009, 10-ish. Somebody was like, "You ain't never saw that Grandma's Boy, bruh?" And he threw it on the Station 3, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was on the PlayStation 3 thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and
we
it was
was
definitely
watching it.
it was definitely in theaters. I'm trying to see how
There you go. I knew it was in theaters because
only
it
pulled
was
it,
my
it
man's
pulled it,
Marlowe. He was like, he had went
it
and
pulled,
watched it. And when it came out, he was like, "Bro, you ain't seen it?"
budget was 5 million and it made 6.6 at the box office. So
So it covered.
for
It
what they
made
were,
bread.
it made
They
money.
covered. I'm sure it's covered. This has been on Netflix and stuff now too.
Yeah. They didn't lose any money. But yeah, it was definitely one of the smaller projects, I'm sure, that Happy Madison was doing back then.
I may or may have not have overindulged, but I swear I stumbled upon several mushroom epiphanies tonight.
Oh, you definitely overindulged.
But you know what though? Husband says we gotta wrap this one up.
And before we get out of here, though,
Husband
Nelson, you got anything that you want to shout out or anywhere that you want to point people to?
Yeah, the only Instagram, my social media I'm on mainly is my Instagram at Nelson Tynes _. But Nelson Tynes will just come up. The reason why there's an underscore now is because I forgot my password. Nelson Tynes. So I couldn't get in, so I put underscore, then I get into my account, or I had to make a new account back then. So now Nelson Tynes _. I'll follow you back, guys. You know, the 420 guys, and they're still here. I got some videos on YouTube with my acting, my demo reels and stuff like that. If they want to check out my acting. So mainly YouTube.
And we're gonna play
Instagram.
and check us out, y'all. Nelson's about to blaze this new trail with us, doing the silver screen breakdowns.
Yes.
Hey.
You find me here, Silver Screen Breakdowns with the boys. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll figure out what movie we're gonna do next.
True romance.
Ooh, that'd
True.
be a good
You know what? You think I'll make this stuff up? I just drove before I got back home this night. I drove past the hotel, the Safari Inn, where they shot True Romance, where it's on the Hollywood Way or something. I just drove
I
past
didn't know
it.
you went there, but
So I drove past. I said I had
reason.
one last thing to do. Alex, remember I said that?
Yep.
I had one last thing that I had to go drop off, and we passed that. I go, hey, that's where they shot True Romance, and then you just mentioned it.
There we go.
See, okay, see why Hustler laughed though, right? It's because I live my life like this.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I said, "Oh, what are we gonna do next? Let's do True Romance." Boom! It hits a nerve. It hits a thing. The universe.
That
I
happens to
didn't
me a
know
lot
to say
too.
that. I just felt like we should do that.
That happens to me a lot too.
He's
You know
never
what? Now
told me.
that
He didn't tell me that thing. That
then
story.
no, and now the
No,
fact
not
that
at
you
all.
tell me that you have lucid dreams like I do, we're connected
Come
like
on.
that. That's true. So I'll
There's a
give
reason
you.
we lined up.
I'll leave you with one story.
Okay.
You
Don't
guys.
leave me with a scary one.
I know
like
you'll
you did
relate
last
to it.
time.
No, it's not a scary one. It's a
The
weird
last
one.
one I had, like, awesome.
Oh, this one's more. This has happened. So
Okay,
this
so
story.
tell me.
I was at the place called Erewhon, this expensive health food store in LA. They used to sell my product, not these products I make, some other products. So I remember. So I was there. I had my van at the time. I was in there, we're getting ready to leave, buying some stuff. And there was this woman. I'm 6'1". This woman, she must have been about 6'4" or something. She had the black rim glasses, like the 50s, kind of dressed kind of funny. I just noticed her going, what an odd looking woman, right? I'm thinking, am I the only one who noticed? I'm just the only one who's looking at her kind of funny. And then it's like, wow, this is odd. Okay. And then I left, thinking nothing of it. I get in my van. I pull out, I take a left and hit Beverly, and there's a post office right there. I take a right to go east, and I had to go. I go, oh yeah, I got to go to Food for Less. Remember, up on Sunset and Western to grab some paper towels or toilet paper or something, right? Didn't really eat food there, or get groceries there. So as I pulled out, I take a right on Beverly, and there's that post office and a bus stop, and that woman's out there waiting for the bus. I thought, okay, that's just odd. Then I drive by her. I'm half a block away, looking in my rearview mirror. She's still there waiting for the bus. I'm thinking, she just looks odd. So I kept looking at her, right? And then I'm gone. I said, okay, I'm just going to go to the store. Then take a left up on Western, and then Sunset. Just a straight shot left, and then right, I'm there on the other side, the east side of Hollywood. So I get out of my van. I start walking in. I look to my left. She's walking in beside me. I was like, what?
What?
She's walking beside the same weird looking chick, same clothes and everything. She's walking beside me, she's nonchalantly just going in. I go, there's no way that she beat me there. I go, you couldn't beat me. It felt like the
she was 6'4", bro. She had the big strides. You know what I mean? The big strides.
We're getting the hell up out of here.
All right, guys. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll see what's going on. I'll check in.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
I'm busy early on, then I'm loosey-goosey later on in the day, so that's good.
Yeah.
I put a bullet in the good.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, too.
Yeah.
All that.
Yes.
Peace
Signing
out,
off.
everybody.
All right. Peace.